What's up, everybody? This is Karak with ACG, and today I'm bringing you the VR title of the year 2017 for me. You know, VR has had some tremendous games this year, from Superhot to added VR functionality in War Thunder to Skyrim to Fallout and so on and so forth. And while not for everyone a platform supported is always something I'm going to be happy about. And whether you like to strap on an entire Euro model worth of weight to your head and leap into virtual worlds, or if you're just a person who likes to tease those that do, it doesn't stop 2017 from having a couple really good titles in that library. As always, if you like these videos, maybe subscribe. So let's sit back, strap your sports cream-inducing headset to your skull cap, and spray your visor with antiseptic, because we are talking about the award for Best VR in 2017, and that award goes to, Resident Evil 7. You know, despite this game maybe not being as big as Skyrim or as complex as a Fallout 4 or as initially awe-inspiring as Star Trek, one game had it where it counts, and that is Resident Evil 7 and its sense of presence, nailing the very reason VR was actually created in the first place, to put you into the game. In this case, the game is playing as a pretty useless person in a scary house filled with inhabitants that H.P. Lovecraft wouldn't even dare write about. Now, while fully fleshed out VR titles are becoming more and more prevalent, no one would say they're numerous, and Resident Evil 7, despite coming out at the very starting of this year, continues to be one of the best offerings ever for VR. It's not only the sense that this is a full game playable with or without VR, it's that when you put on the PSVR, the game doesn't drastically change its complexity, which cannot be said for a lot of other titles. Titles that many times lose themselves in the glitz and glamour of VR and forget that the game also needs to be playable, as presence is a part of playability and directly needs to inform gameplay. For example, where Star Trek did make you feel like a captain of a spaceship and the added voice commands made its relatively low-level random campaign generator all the more of an absolute blast, your inability to move around started to actually wear thin, and that really hurt the presence over time. But Resident Evil 7 nails it, and the first time some trusty of modern chemicals leans in real close to your face, or Kool-Aid Man's his way through a friggin' wall in front of you and your brain says run one way and your bowels say empty another, it is pretty much selling you moment one. The sense of scale is perfect. The sense of defined personal space is 100% accurate. Nowhere is this more perfectly represented than a couple boss battles, one of which has you leaping into a car to run over someone inside their own garage, and seeing them slam against the car and look in really does give you that feeling that you could reach out and poke them in the nose and then try to run over them again. For me this year, VR has actually been a lot of hit and miss, a lot of games that got caught up in their own complexity, and a lot of titles that were just far too simple and really more experienced kinds of games. But when it comes down to it, Resident Evil really did set a pattern. It set something that people can look at and build from. A game that, again, you can play normally or in VR. A game that you can watch while somebody plays in VR and not immediately want to lose your lunch. There are some incredible elements to Resident Evil 7 that I really hope people get to check out, and I really hope developers use in the future. So that's my choice for the VR title for 2017. I would like to hear yours. There are so many titles out there, and none of us got a chance to play them all. So I would love to hear what you thought. Go ahead and put that in the comments. As always, you can follow me on Twitter, join my Reddit, or join the Patreon, which allows me to continue to give you guys excellent reviews that aren't 2 minutes long or filled with sponsored bullcrap, and some fun awards at the end of each year. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your week.